Well, hello, how we doing today? I am excited to allow you to join me in watching my videos, knowing that, hey, I'm hoping you rubbing your hands and say, oh man, what we got today? What do we got today? Just gonna just get a fire started in me to get me to jump to do these things that I need to do, and so that's why I am here to bring that daily momentum so you can get started. I want you to get started. I want you to be able to get motivated in getting things done in your life. I mean, you got to get started somewhere. And so this brings in the topic that I'm going to talk about. And you probably wonder sometimes, say, hey, what does this guy do to get him a fire started him? Because it seems like he's on fire every day. Well, to tell you the truth, to be honest with you, fire is not always in my blood. Energy of energy drink that I'm not drinking is not always in my blood. I have to listen to the same stuff that I'm telling you, and so to keep me motivated. And so that's why I know that you sometimes are struggling too, and you may not be struggling all the time. Sometimes you say, hey, I just need to listen in on some things just to get me started too, to get me. And so that's why I'm telling you to take this journey with me and to see where we can go with these things. And to bring excitement into your life to just get you started. My videos are not very long. I'm giving to you short and sweet, trying to get you into a point so you can be able to grind, so you can be able to rise up. And I know sometimes it's difficult. I understand I'm a human being, and I know sometimes we have to encourage ourselves. And so, hey, I feel like God has brought me into your life to allow me to help you to get started and to get started. And then he may take you to another level, to somewhere else. But as of now, you're here, and guess what? You're stuck with me. So smile, put a smile on your face. Change your mind of all the different videos that I talk about changing your mind. You have to get yourself mentally and spiritually ready for what you want to accomplish. And so that's why I've been through these trends and still going through it and learning each and every day. So I need to learn from you, and you have to learn from me. We're just gonna be just juggling things around and see where we can get to keep us into tag. So, get down to the chase. I just really appreciate you guys for just joining me. If you get a chance, you will subscribe to my channel or like it. I surely would appreciate it. Thank you for all that you do. So I want to talk about rise up and grind, and so as I talked about a little bit of saying, you probably thinking, what does this guy do to get him generated to start? And I told you before that I need to listen to my own stuff sometimes just to get me started too. So normally when I get up, I usually get up early, pretty early, about 4:30, 4:15 in that way. Because sometimes I wake up a little bit earlier than my alarm clock goes. So I always set alarm clock, but normally I usually beat my alarm clock getting up. Because sometimes I just reminisce, it's just wake up. It's just like clockwork. It was hard starting out. It really was. It was hard starting out for me to get up this early. I had to pick up time that was comfortable for me because I used to get up later, a little bit later than that. Then I had to find out a little bit more time because I had so many things I was adding to my life throughout the day that I had to set a time for myself and schedule and all the different things that I tell you that you need to do. That is very important that you do these things so you can be able to accomplish something. And you just take it a little bit of time. I'm not telling you just throw all this stuff on you and pile up, and you get up in the morning. You're used to waking up at 8 o'clock, then you're gonna try to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You're not gonna succeed. Try 20 minutes early or 15 minutes early. Then you try to figure out what you need to put in throughout your day that you need to get accomplished and be finished with so you can start your next task. And so a lot of this stuff I'm just continuously, repeatedly saying and talking about the same things over and over, but we need some type of reiteration in our life where sometimes we're going to have to get told the same things over and over. I'm just like maybe a manager to you, just trying to continue reminding you, hey, we need to get this done, we need to get this done, we need to get this done. So that's just take it as that, and not me being your mom or your dad. Okay, so I used to get about that time 4:30, 4:15, 4 o'clock, sometimes a little bit earlier than that. I wake up before my alarm clock, probably about 90% of the time that I beat my alarm clock, waking up a lot of times. And so, in order for me to get up to that certain time, I have to make sure that at night I process some things that already need to be in the making already, so I can get up, so nothing won't be able to slow me down in getting up. So I used to go in, read my Bible, and then I find myself as I read my Bible, and then I'm on my phone looking through different things. Before I know it, I'm on the internet looking at all different things, emails, the weather channel, and then next thing you know, I go into Facebook, and then I got all this, and then I'm all over the place, and then here's an hour that passed, so I had to cut that out in the morning so I can be able to have my pace set a little bit better. So what I had to do is I had to just go ahead and after I get up in the morning, wash my face, brush my teeth, and all that, I go in, get me a 15-20 minute workout real quick. Is doing some sit-ups, doing some crunches, doing some dumbbells. I get some dumbbells and work with them in the morning time. Just get me a nice, quick, fast workout, real quick. Yeah, and it's hard sometimes. In the morning times I do it. So sometimes I change it up. It depends on how I'm feeling, the mood I am. I change up different procedures of my exercise so I can be able to get some exercise in throughout the morning. And then after that, I go get my breakfast prepared and ready. Don't eat it at home. I usually bring it with me. See, because the main thing I need to do is get out the house, because I find myself doing other different things that I don't need to do. So I'm trying to stick to what I'm doing. And so that's my rise up in the morning of what I do in the morning. Then once I begin to rise up and get out the house, bring my breakfast with me. I got my lunch already packed already, and that's part of my video that I talked about. It's about expenses. Trying to prepare things that you already bought from the grocery store at your house, and not going and stopping to all these places and spending more money than you need to spend, which is cheaper to fix your lunch at home. If you tried, you will see. And buying coffee, have my coffee prepared. I already got my coffee set up last night, my lunch prepared last night, and so I can be able to get out the door as quick as possible. So this is some of the things that I do is rise and grind. Just trying to keep things going in my life. I'm hoping that you get a chance to like and share my videos, subscribe. But some information that I like to tell you about what I do each day and rise and grind each day. That's just some of the things that I wanted to iterate with you, so to let you know that I'm really doing some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff that I tell you that I do. Some things are a struggle to me that I'm trying to continue keeping it repeatedly. And in order for you to be able to do it, you have to keep it consistently. You got to be consistent, which is another video. I talk about consistency. I talk about commitment. Now, sticking to these patterns, sticking to these things to be successful and not getting off the path. Sometimes if you find yourself and you need to get a better thing, you need to go back and reiterate in your scheduling so you can be able to get things done fast. And I had to do it a few times to finally get the pattern that I need to get. So some of the things that I did want to talk about in rising grinding that you have to understand about grinding, rising and grinding. I don't know, my light just went off. But yep, so these some of the things you have to deal with when you're working and dealing with computer stuff, but it'll be okay. But some of the things that I told you about and we talked about is about some of the things how I get up, rise up, and then throughout the day I run my route throughout the day. Is you all know that I sell snacks. Uh, and I'm a distributor. I do some vending and some repairs. These some of the things that I do throughout my day, and I have to get all this done because I have another thing of what I need done. So I'm trying to get through. Is when I get up that morning, I have to take care of my warehouse. And take care of shipments that come in. I have a lot of things that's going on that I need to stay on pace to be able to get this stuff done. So this is some of the things that I'm dealing with throughout the day. And so some of the things that I want to tell you about that I will talk about later down the line about some more things that how I get things done too. It will be a little bit more detail, but I feel like I'm kind of running out of time. But don't be intimidated for other people's success. That's some of the tips that I want to give you. Don't be intimidated because a lot of times we get intimidated as we rise and we grind, and then we get intimidated by other people's success. We see this person has got all this stuff going on. They already got things that, because they have put in that work. And so don't be trying to race in and trying to catch up with these people. You do your own thing, stick with your own race, and keep things going, and you will get to that. Remember, I told you that success is only just being happy, enjoying what you love. It's not about all the money all the time, because you get to a point that you don't really care about all the money. You just want to just do something that you like to do. Surely money comes with it because you're enjoying it, yes, but that's not. It's not all about that. So then getting the people's attention when you are into certain things, you have to work around is trying to figure out is grinding too. In my job and the things that I do is I have to get people's attention because I have products, I have different things that I'm trying to put into the market that I need to get people's attention and say, hey, I never noticed that, but I like that. So that's the way I have to do it. And then there's no secret formula for success. There is no secret formula for success. There is none. Only way for success is you got to stay committed, uh, continue scheduling, uh, continue keeping things in that little circle of what you need to get done in being able to do these things. So there's no secret formula. People come with all these formulas, how to make $1 million in 90 days and all this stuff. The only way that you really going to be successful, that it's going to stay sustained, is slowly taking your time, grinding, and getting these things done. You have to be patient with your success and the things you love to do. If you're rushing into doing this thing, a lot of times you're going to get tired and be overwhelmed for all these things that you have iterating, you got to do every day and fast, and then you're going to end up just probably quitting or get burned out. So these some of the things that I've been through that I know that will help you out along the way. You can just take some things and whatever is fits you and take a little bit at a time. Don't just jump into all these processes of things that I'm putting out there and then you fail and then you say, man, that stuff don't work. Well, I'm not trying to build a success. I'm just showing some things that you need to continually get done and be dedicated and with a process, and that you can accomplish your thing. And then the number one thing that you have to have a killer work ethic. In order for to have a killer work ethic, you got to love what you do. You got to excite it because sometimes being an entrepreneur or trying to open a business uh, or either just trying to get a raise, sometimes you have less time to sleep. You have to think about it. I mean, most people that are successful, they're not sleeping 10 and 12 hours a day. They either sleeping 6 or 7 to 8 hours a day, and you'll be lucky to get 8 hours. And if you do, when you do get a chance to get them 8 hours, you enjoy it because it does refreshing you, and it's most definitely that you can work to try to get to good 8 hours a day of sleep. I usually get between 6, 7, 8 hours back and forward into doing that. Not because I'm working all day and all that, and sometimes I do put in because I just enjoy doing the things that I do love. So this is some of the things that short things that I want to tell you about. I could be on here for hours and hours. I could be on here for days and days telling you all the different things I do. But if you don't not try some of these process, do these things, guess what? When you back to square one, starting back over and say, and you started complaining and faulting everybody for nobody giving you the secret formula. Remember, there's no secret formula. There's a process that you have to set, and you have to not be scared to fail. Fear of failure kills a lot of dreams. Have a dream. The Bible says that if you don't have dreams, and you don't have some type of vision in your life, then there's failure there, and you're never going to accomplish anything. So take some of these things. I appreciate you all for joining me, taking and enjoying this long video. But just have fun in life. Have fun. Enjoy the things that you are doing. If you're into ministry, love doing it. You can always be the entrepreneur and be into ministry, throwing in different things about God. Trying, because we need some good leaders, people that are out there that are saved Christian people that is going to be able to help us along the way. So just like I say, enjoy, keep the pace going, take your time, be patient, play the long game, and just keep pumping, keep that daily momentum going. Thank you for joining me.